details on Luigi Mangione being charged with terrorism.
There are a lot of very strong opinions around this case, and a lot of very wrong ideas being thrown around regarding this terrorism issue.
You can form your own opinion about whether terrorism was involved here. But here's what the law says about it, and the prosecutor's reasons for doing this.
Okay, so New York has weird murder laws. In New York, first-degree murder, the most serious form of a murder charge, can only apply in unique and specific circumstances. This is different than most other states where first-degree murder is just premeditated intentional murder. First-degree murder only applies in New York if the victim is a judge or a police officer or other first responder, if torture was involved, or a few other things, including, and here's the main issue, if the victim was killed as part of an act of terrorism.
New York law goes on to define terrorism as an act designed to intimidate or coerce a population or influence government policy, which prosecutors argue is exactly the case here.
So, in a nutshell, prosecutors use this terrorism enhancement as a way to charge Mangione with first-degree murder. And to be clear, he wasn't charged with terrorism. He's been charged with first-degree murder for allegedly killing and furtherance of terrorism.
Now, a lot of people have been criticizing using terrorism here, pointing out that Dylan Roof, who heinously murdered 9 black people in an attempt to incite a race war, was not charged with terrorism. But this is a bad comparison. That shooting took place in South Carolina, which has normal murder laws, and their definition of terrorism seems to require some kind of weapon of mass destruction. So terrorism just wouldn't apply there.
A better example would be the other racist mass shooting that took place in Buffalo, New York in 2022, where 10 black people were killed. Here, the shooter was charged with 10 counts of first-degree murder under New York law due to the terrorism enhancement.